England's a powerhouse. France is a powerhouse. Brazil's a powerhouse. Portugal's a powerhouse. These
Swung on, hit in the air to right field and deep. It is high. Barkley takes it all the way. Bryant for the win.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to your favorite sports podcast, Shirts vs. Skins, coming at you once again with some more World Cup coverage. And let's just say this. We made a prediction to a game, and we were absolutely right. Morocco versus Spain, a banger of an upset. I think probably one of the only upsets during the round of 16, besides maybe Japan, Croatia. So that was pretty cool. We'll talk about that more later on. We'll talk some NFL, talk about the MVP ladder. We'll talk some baseball. Aaron Judge re-signing with the New York Yankees. And we'll talk about that deal.
John Heyman, come outside, bro.
Listen, we'll talk about that deal because let's not act like it's not a lot of money. And then we'll finish off with some previewing of UFC 282. But let's start with the World Cup. Of course, the biggest sports action in the world right now, undoubtedly. Cough, Dana White, cough. Anyway, Morocco versus Spain, the biggest upset in the round of 16. But not according to us. Not according to us, because we saw this coming. I know Tiku said he saw holes in Spain's game. Ahmed, he said inshallah, but we know that's Ahmed's boldest way of predicting games. He'll say hopefully, and then it'll happen. Let's talk about it. Tiku, you want to go first? Tell us, were the holes there once again when they played Morocco?
Well, before I get into what actually happened in the game, I like that you brought up that we actually got a hot take right. Because there's a lot of people that like to ridicule, attack us for having takes and just that. But when we're right, nobody gives us credit. So that was good on you. But to get into the game itself, I mean, I said in the last episode, the last podcast, that, even though they absolutely destroyed Costa Rica, everybody was, praising this team. Like, yo, wow, these guys are amazing. This, that. I think the quality of Costa Rica were, at least in that game, were not even close, to both teams, right? So then you've seen Spain keep playing. You keep playing that, especially the game against Japan, where it wasn't like Japan were through and they were guaranteed a spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They
had to go out and win that game. Some people say, they lost on purpose or they didn't do as well to get an easier route to get Morocco, which now they look like absolute fools if that was the case.
Yeah. Which
could be, right? But then when you look at Morocco and that game against Spain, and I did say I think Morocco will go out and win that game. I think Morocco play a certain style of play, which some of the Spanish players themselves and a lot of fans came out and criticized, but people attack Morocco for playing that style, but then go out and praise a guy like Southgate when he does that with England, right? Yeah. It doesn't make sense. I think they're two totally different teams when it comes to England and Morocco, but I don't want to get into that right now because we're talking about Morocco and Spain. I think Morocco parked the bus very well. And it's not even like an attack. I'm not even criticizing that. Because in terms of like a tournament, a one-off game, knockout round style tournament, I think that's really the best way you should play, especially if you're a team in a nation like Morocco where your talent doesn't match up with the talent on Spain or France or Portugal or all these other teams that they might match up, right?
And we mentioned this before in a previous episode, I believe. I know we've mentioned it, that once you get into the knockouts, there's no more free-flowing football like you're playing a smaller team and they have to attack at you so you have them exposed. No, a team like Morocco could sit back for 120 minutes and destroy you in penalties if it looks like you've never taken one in your life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this is, I mean, now we don't really have many small teams in the knockouts left in the quarters besides maybe Croatia, who are we really calling last time finalist small team. But still, teams who will have less talent, like an England versus France, arguably, or a Morocco even versus Portugal, Croatia versus Brazil, they have that option now to sit back for 120 minutes, let Brazil try their best, fail, and then hope to beat them in penalties. It's a completely valid way of going at it.
And don't get me wrong, it's not like Morocco don't have talent going forward. They have a lot of good players that
Oh
played
my
very
God,
well
did you
for
see what
them.
Buffon was doing?
Buffon was so my. I think I said that on the group chat,
Oof.
our football group chat and on
Oh.
Twitter. I'm like, this guy's looking like Neymar the way he was cooking these people.
Yeah.
And he's a talented player, super talented player. Ziyech regaining his form, playing for his nation, playing unbelievable. Of course, Hakimi bombing forward. They did their job. I think they did it well. I think when you look at now, let's talk about Spain. I think the whole tiki-taka possession football is very beautiful. It's nice to watch, but is it effective when you're not doing anything else besides passing sideways? You know what I mean? I think what's lacking about this Spanish team compared to the previous years, the ones that won the Euro twice, won the World Cup, is that they don't have that directness. They don't have that guy up top that they know can go out and get a goal. Morata, listen, credit to him. I think he played pretty well. I think he scored a couple goals. Where was he against Morocco now? He's not a guy that I look into and think of a guy like, a Fernando Torres or even a David Villa.
Oof.
Not
You
even
know what I
close
mean?
to David Villa.
Not even close. So when you're playing a possession football, you got to have that number 9. And it's lacking on this team. It's lacking sharpness. I think this it's very hard for me to say. I think Luis Enrique deserves a little bit of criticism for the way they played.
That's okay to say. He's still
You know what I
a
mean?
top manager.
I'm
He
saying
obviously
exactly.
yeah.
I was gonna say because this is someone that I rate a lot. This is this guy that I actually wanted maybe United to be the next manager for United.
Yeah.
So it sucks for me to say, but criticism needs to be had, even though you're highly regarded as a great manager, a great international manager. But it is what it is. This is what happens. This is the biggest stage of them all. This is what you set up your team for 4 years, and you come out and do this against a Moroccan side, which hands up. I love these guys. I tweeted it. I said I think this team could be the dark horse this year.
Yeah.
When I seen them, especially that performance against Belgium, right? They beat Belgium.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like this team. So credit to them. I love it, obviously. And the African team that when we talked about Africa a couple months ago, when we said, look at the talent that's in Africa, obviously there's a lot of politics and bullshit that goes involved to see them go this far. They have a whole continent behind them. They also have a whole religion behind them. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see.
First off, alhamdulillah, bro. Thank God they did it. Thank God they did it, bro. I know a lot of people might could be jealous of it, bro. Enjoy it. It's an African team making it to the quarterfinals. Alhamdulillah, they beat Spain out of all teams. Spain, a powerhouse. Spain. Now, hold up. Just going back to your point about how they were parking the bus. Did anybody expect Morocco to play a different way than how they played? You knew going into that game that Spain was gonna have 70% or more possession, and they're gonna have to fucking defend for 90 minutes. That's number one.
And just
if Morocco,
can I just say one thing? I'm sorry. I just want to say, and them playing that style, Morocco is the perfect counter to possession.
Styles make fights, bro.
Exactly.
Styles make fights.
So I looked at it when I was thinking about who was my prediction. I'm like, yeah, I think Morocco could sit back, can wait for Spain to finally make that mispass or mistake, and they're gonna counter them, and they could hurt them. And there was occasions where they could have. I think Morocco could have done better. I think it was a boring game overall. Not much chances were created on both sides. But in terms of matchups, I thought the stylistically, they fit very well against a team that plays possession football. So going back to you, sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what was I gonna say now about that? Of course, beating Spain, huge. I fucking forgot what I was gonna say, bro. You cut me off, and I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
As I move on to Morocco, listen, big win. Just going back to Spain though, did I not say they are almost a mirror image of Germany?
You did.
But they've just have more time. They don't have a striker. They dominate the ball. Not because I'm pretty sure Spain would take 55% possession or 60% possession if they're up 4-0 or whatever. But they have to dominate the ball 80%, have 1,000 passes, all this stuff. because their defense is absolutely trash. Like it's not that great. They have Rodri playing center back. They cannot get one more center. They have Laporte who listen, like is not good enough to start for France over like 4 or 5 guys. That's his truth. So yeah, Spain. Also a crazy ass stat, bro. The last 3 World Cup champs. That's 06 Italy. Actually, no, 4. So no, yeah, that's 3. 06 Italy, 10. That's
Spain.
2010 Spain, Germany, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think obviously
France.
now France will have to see
2018.
what happens. Well, actually, France just broke the curse. None of those teams won any group stage games since then.
Really?
So, I mean, any knockout
knockout
stages.
games. Really?
Crazy, right?
Spain didn't win any knockouts since 2010.
No, I mean 2010. Remember, I
2014
think
they didn't even make the knockouts.
yeah. Obviously
2018.
got embarrassed. 2010 they
2018.
won. 2014 they didn't do nothing, and then 2018 they got against Russia in penalties,
Yeah, you're right.
and then now they haven't won. Italy obviously in 2010 collapsed. 2014 didn't make it. 2018 didn't make it.
Well, can you argue that
And
it's a
Germany,
matter of prime, like being lost?
but still,
Yeah, I was
like
gonna. No, it's insane. I think what I was gonna say. You only brought up a good point. Is like the cycles in terms of like international teams and the way players come in at their best and when they fall off and they don't have players to come in and replace them.
Which
But-
is weird though, because
no, it is crazy.
realistically, like a team like Italy's constantly good. They have a constant pool of players to choose from.
Yeah,
Germany
I
too.
don't know about that.
Like Spain. Let's think about it for a second. Spain before 2008 was never really the top dog when it came to international competitions. Like that's a fact. They never won a World Cup, never won a Euros. Like once 2008 to 2012, Spain was unheard of in terms of international stages. Similar to, as a matter of fact, Portugal pre-Ronaldo was not there internationally. So interesting that these cycles are happening, even though we had, like I'm telling you, Germany has a constant pool of players to choose from. Why they can't beat Japan and Costa Rica to enter the knockouts, I don't know.
They beat Costa Rica.
Let's.
I was gonna say about Luis Enrique. Obviously, he's still a top manager, but like when you see that Nico Williams comes on and immediately changes the game, you know that you made a mistake. And then also like them not having a striker is like you need a big time striker for any type of championship, any type of fucking tournament. So, whatever for Spain. Now Spain, Japan, Germany, Costa Rica, all home. That group of death was pretty trash.
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, if Spain just score their penalties, all this doesn't matter.
How about those penalties?
All this
How about
talk.
those penalties?
Shout out Morocco.
Someone
They were literally
seen
like
Bruno.
the anti Japan.
Someone pointed this out. By
Small
the way.
nation, pressure comes.
But
in,
how do you
they
take
go.
1,000 penalties and like trains and all that shit?
The rule is
They got
10,000.
will.
The rule, was it Bruce Lee who said it? I fear not the man who practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who practiced one kick 10,000 times. They messed up.
Yeah.
They needed to do it 9,000 more times to make it good. Not only that,
Also,
but
then they had
you know,
Bono.
who?
Also, they had
You
that
seen
man.
Bono?
That man goalkeeper. Bono.
Oh,
They have that man at goalkeeper.
Plays in Qatar, that guy, I think. It's crazy.
Bono?
Right? That's what they said?
No.
He plays for Sevilla?
bro.
I knew he played for
Yeah.
Sevilla, and they said on commentary he played for
Yo,
Qatar. I said, what the fuck? He moved to Qatar or something?
you know
No.
what
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
pointed
he's a good
out
player.
that was actually pretty interesting? You notice players don't blast their penalties anymore, besides like Ronaldo. Everybody goes like soft, low penalties, aim. Like
I mean,
nobody
get it.
blasts
Placement.
a penalty.
It's about
man.
placement.
I think
really.
if you don't have the technique, don't even try that. You know what
Bro,
I mean?
Harry
He's gonna
Maguire.
block.
That's why Ahmed Maguire smashes it.
That was
'Cause he
fire
has to
though.
smash it.
We need penalties.
Bro, that
like
was the ugliest penalty I've ever seen in my life. Like
What?
he was literally like on the wrong foot.
That was
Ugh.
unsavable. I've never seen a
Yeah,
better penalty. Anyway, let's move on.
Unsavable.
So we got Morocco versus Switzerland.
No, Morocco
I mean
versus-
versus Portugal. My fault. Let's talk about the Portugal game really quickly. Ronaldo benched. Gonçalo Ramos I love watching that guy on TikTok just completely
Portuguese
pronounce the Portuguese names like
I'm going bold.
I'm going bold.
Portuguese people are hilarious.
Uh,
Like your accent,
with a hat trick, bro. That guy got a hat trick. Interesting.
bro.
Ronaldo
I want
bench.
that dude at Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
I
everybody
don't
wants
say
him
this a
now.
lot. No, but I mean like we've obviously been linked to him before. Like he's a good player, bro.
He's
Striker?
a good 9. We don't see that a lot now. I think we've talked about this before. The position, the number 9 position, is kind of like,
Bro, he's like
you don't find
the
much people.
perfect striker going forward in this generation, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, if I speak.
Whatever. I mean, I know Tiku has a lot to say about Ronaldo being benched and Gonzalo Ramos starting, scoring a hat trick.
What are you gonna say, bro?
He's been calling for him.
You have no shame, bro. You are the biggest, bro. You're just like the same thing with LeBron, bro.
Yo, it's
bro,
crazy.
hold on.
Yo,
You have to remember this kid, bro. I didn't even know if he had other clothes. He used to only show up in LeBron James outfits, bro. This is the dude we're talking about, bro. And now because of one interview, right? Whatever, and it's shameful. It's a terrible interview, all that. But you're gonna shit on Ronaldo? That's your goal. But you've been like
on Ronaldo.
You've been hating. Bro.
Let's count the amount of times. How many times does he call him Ass Naldo, bro?
Yeah,
40 times.
I think it's funny. I think it's just funny to say. It's a funny thing. It's like me saying LeMickey. It's funny. So I say it.
Weird, bro.
Don't like
Love Ronaldo. He's my favorite player of all time.
You're shitting on him, bro.
This is crazy. I get attacked for saying the truth.
What truth?
The truth is clear as day. We seen it, and it's happening in front of our eyes.
There is no doubt about
I said it
that he's starting against Morocco.
Who?
Yeah, because
Ronaldo?
it's Morocco.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Morocco.
because it's Morocco.
Because
I think it
because
makes more sense for him to play.
He fits that game.
Exactly.
It's gonna be low block,
against Morocco. If they play France and England, I guarantee he doesn't start. I guarantee.
Maybe France, England, he's starting.
I don't.
England starting, bro. Relax, Harry Maguire.
We had a whole discussion, a whole rant. Me, Yoni, and Tony, our MMA correspondent, Tony, on our Facebook group chat. I said, when you look at the talent that Portugal have, and the way they're playing to comfort and to make Ronaldo feel fucking useful, is not. It's disgusting to me. I'm looking at guys like João Felix. Playing the way he's playing, not being able to move in and around the box, to be able to have that freedom to do what he wants because of Ronaldo. I can see Bruno being a little bit subdued. Not to be able to move forward as much, right?
100%. Bruno 100% gets limited by Ronaldo. In every instance possible. He does.
He's a midfielder. How does he control that?
Listen. I think Ronaldo. I think all the bullshit saying Ronaldo's at fault for the way Portugal don't score is bullshit. It's not his fault. João Felix is left wing. He's striker, and the right wing is the other team's left back. Like, if you're not gonna open up space, no shit, you're gonna have 4 defenders on 2 people. You'll never win. But Bruno does get limited. But Bruno does get limited by Ronaldo because Bruno needs to occupy that number 9 space sometimes. Yeah. And if you have someone like Ronaldo, who's no longer that young blistering pace. No. He doesn't have that young blistering pace that when they need a
when you have an aerial presence and a guy
what's his aerial presence anymore, bro? Bro,
but still, you don't think players fear him inside the box?
They do.
I still think they do.
Yeah.
Bro, when you have Lewandowski in the box or Ronaldo in the box,
but come on, let's not compare Lewandowski to Ronaldo now, man.
I'm saying in terms of presence,
they're like not even in the same atmosphere.
In terms of
the presence don't mean nothing. Yes, the Ronaldo presence doesn't mean anything when your quality is not there, bro.
Bro, I just think, bro, listen,
I still think he's a good player. I think he's just limiting this Portugal team. I think Gonzalo Ramos makes so much sense because we had Gonzalo. We had a discussion a little bit with Tony. He wants him at United. I'm like, listen, I'd rather have Felix.
Bro, this dude wants
I want everybody. Yeah, of course, I want good players. Yeah, duh. I mean, so what? I think Gonzalo Ramos is the perfect mixture of a false 9 striker to come and link up with the midfield, and a typical number 9 with his goal scoring ability.
He looks like
he's a great player. He's a great player. And I told you, I'm telling you, from now to the summer, his shit's gonna skyrocket.
They don't make strikers like that no more, bro.
He might not have the goal scoring record that Nunes had at Benfica, but he's been playing way better than him. Telling you, I'm a guy. I told you,
immediately after they sold Nunes,
yeah, they knew it.
They knew what they had in Ramos, bro. They're like,
bro,
we're gonna keep this kid for maybe 2 more years, bro. Last year, he was supposed to go to PSG for at least 40 million, bro. Now it's double.
PSG director of football, I forgot what his name is, the former Monaco guy. Absolute Campos, I believe.
Yeah.
Absolute sensational guy. What he's done at PSG, bringing in the new
mastermind,
bro. Mastermind. This is a guy I wanted at United.
Yeah.
To bring in to come in, but it happened, whatever, you know how it is.
So, against Morocco, you guys think Ronaldo starts?
He should, because they're going to play a low block. I think when you're going to need someone that's going to...
How do you drop someone after they score a hat-trick?
It's a tough call, don't get me wrong.
You just dropped the greatest player of all time. Arguably the greatest player of all time.
I was literally about to say, Santos dropped Ronaldo. I think he's willing to do that. And these are bold moves. These are fucking bold moves. It paid off against a tough Switzerland team. I was telling people, I'm like, I think that Switzerland game was gonna be tougher than if they were gonna play Spain, in my opinion. So,
but let me ask you a question, right? Let's say they're playing Morocco. They can't score. They can't break them down for 120 minutes. Ronaldo starts that game. He can't go 120 minutes. He's 55 years old, right? You go to penalties. You now have Ronaldo subbed off because you decided to start him.
So Ronaldo,
that hurts the team, no?
He don't even take the first penalty. He takes like the fifth penalty. Am I wrong? Well, maybe for Portugal, he might take the first penalty. But they have Bruno Fernandes, who's probably like top 3, top 5 fucking penalty takers.
That Morocco game's not going to penalties. I promise you that.
I could see going penalties, bro.
It
most likely won't.
Because
Portugal don't like they don't care about having the ball. They just care about scoring, actually.
Exactly. They're not there to pass the ball around. Ha ha. They're there to
yo.
And when you got guys like Felix, I
respect
back. Morocco, man. I'm just sorry. Morocco. I just think this Portuguese team has too much going forward. Fine. It's 0-0 going to 50-something minute. Let's just say Ronaldo's not starting. You bring in Ronaldo. You bring in Rafa Leao, who scored every time he's come on. Come on now. There's too much directness. There's too much power. These guys are aggressive. They're going for goals. I think it's going to be too much for Morocco, unfortunately. Which, you never know. They can nick something out. I just personally don't think it will happen.
Just going back to that
Shout out Fernando Santos. This is a guy that, honestly, I've criticized a lot. But bench Ronaldo,
top manager.
I wouldn't say top manager.
I think he's a good manager, bro.
I think he's made good decisions. So, this was...
Just going back to that Spain game for 1 second, bro. I love Pedri. I love Gavi. 2 fucking phenomenal players. The worst game I've seen Pedri play, and Gavi was horrendous, bro.
Don't. Horrendous. I'm sorry. We had a discussion. On. I keep. No, we're not moving on. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say how it is.
No, bro. They're phenomenal players.
Class player. Gavi, very good player. Very good player. Gavi is not even in the same realm as Pedri, Musiala, Jude Bellingham, and all these other kids. I'm sorry. He's not even close.
I mean,
he's not. No. Bro,
I think Gavi's a good player.
Old, bro.
Hold
18.
Yes, I agree. I think in terms of talent, he's not there. No. He works hard. He runs his ass off. He's a talent on the ball.
Honestly,
I think he's a sensational player. I think he's going to have a great future, but he's not on the level of these kids. He's not.
Bro, listen, I've been saying this point in my life, and it just keeps looking more and more right. In my opinion, Musiala, right? Considering the age and everything, he is next up. He is the one, right? I mean, you want to put Foden and those guys in there as well?
Bellingham is.
No, I'm saying like.
I mean, I think you have to at age, but I feel like they're at 2 different stages of their career, even though they're like somewhat similar in age.
I feel like Foden is way more established.
Like Foden's a veteran at this point, man.
Same with Saka.
Being honest.
Same with Saka.
And Saka's not even.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Right,
Saka's good, but Saka's not. Musiala's better than Saka.
Stop it. No, bro. You guys have no respect for Saka at all.
I think he's
like,
good.
He is on the same level as Foden, as all these guys, in my opinion. Maybe Foden is just a little more tick ahead, but he's right there. I've always said Saka's right there. Hold up. Just going back to this Musiala, Jude Bellingham thing. I think Musiala is number 1. I think Pedri I think Pedri has that same it factor as Musiala. I think Jude is just like he knows how to play the game at such like a young age, whatever. That it looks good right now, but I don't think he's on the same level as Musiala. When they're at their best, Musiala will be on a different level. And I think Gavi, he's 18 years old. He's 18, bro. It's scary that he's already doing what he's doing right now. He's gonna be a fine player. Just the hype around him, like it should be around Musiala. It should be around Pedri, honestly. But whatever.
Can I ask you a question? Let me bring up a question. Do you think this is because he plays for Barcelona, especially
of course,
playing for the Spanish team, where it seems like Luis Enrique favors Barcelona players?
Oh yeah.
More so than a lot of kids that
just
should
not
have been on this.
Just not Real Madrid players. I mean, bro, he had Diego fucking Llorente starting over Carvajal.
I mean, there was so much players, Spanish players outside of Real Madrid. I mean, Yuri Pina, this kid's been playing sensational. I remember when they played.
Yeah, but he's also very young. Is he not? Like, he has no experience at a World Cup even. Yeah, but Nico Williams, bro, like Baldy, that dude has like next level speed.
I mean, Jared Moreno, someone that I'm a big fan of. I mean, Pereiro is a good player in my opinion.
Come on. If he's not bringing Thiago, like
even a guy like
Isco's been all right. Even on the squad.
Even Isco's been pretty good this year. He's been all right. Why not? I mean, this is a guy you want to talk about experience. But it seems like this guy favors Barcelona players. And I think that's the same thing. I mean, no offense. I know Ansu, him too. And I also think Ansu Fati, he was very highly regarded. Obviously, he's had injury
he's
issues.
A good player.
Which sucks. But, I'm just saying Barcelona players kind of get overrated a lot. Pedri's a beast.
The only thing is, bro, taking the 10 right after Messi is so stupid, bro. Like, you're so dumb. Huh? Especially, who do you think you are? Like,
I respect
at least be established first,
I respect it. I mean, Mariano took 7 at Real Madrid.
Yeah, but that's like stupid as fuck. Everybody knows.
I'm just saying. I'm saying, but like, it's better than to hold it up to like, oh my god, insane, oh my god. Like Ronaldo.
Who's the first 7 after Ronaldo?
Mariano.
No, at United. Was Depay, Di Maria?
I think it was
Michael Owen?
It was Antonio Valencia.
And it was
I'm pretty
switched.
It was
Valencia did not end up bad, bro. I'll just say that.
But he was
better
captain
as
your
a
team.
right back.
Yeah. But like he was a solid player for us. No complaints about him.
Yeah. Let's move on to the heavyweights though.
So Morocco, Portugal. We all got Portugal.
No, I mean
Yes.
I gave permission. I gave Morocco permission to make it to the semifinals, bro. I posted that, and I think it's like I see it happening, but I think Portugal are a completely different team. Like they're gonna force Morocco to actually play here, So I'll go with Portugal. I think quarterfinals for African teams. That's gonna be right now. Like that's gonna be the benchmark right now. Just quarterfinals till Algeria come in until we make noise 2026.
If they can even make it.
But what a run by Morocco. Are you kidding me, bro? Put some respect on Africa, North Africa, and the Muslim world.
Can I ask you a question? Does it kind of suck that Algeria is not in this World Cup? Maybe you,
bro. Did I not tell you?
They would have been Algeria. Would have been in this.
Without a doubt. But it's at least it's Morocco. At least it's one of it's right next to us. Whatever. I mean, like obviously they have beef, whatever. But like, come on, bro. Like, get over it. Get over it. This is fucking a once in a lifetime opportunity right here.
Yeah, it is like us in Mexico. I agree. I don't know. Like if Mexico made it to the semifinals, honestly, I'd be happy.
I don't
know. Whatever. Okay.
It's a little different, but whatever. Like I'm just saying.
But
I think everybody should be rooting for Morocco right now. Everybody in the Muslim world, the Africa world, everybody should be.
I don't know about against Portugal if I'm being honest. Like I don't want Portugal to win, but
bro, it's kind of crazy.
It's not that big of a deal.
They're in the quarterfinals, bro. Argentina. Let's move on to Argentina right now. Let's go to Argentina right now. Obviously, got the Dutch, Holland. Tough game. The Dutch have been talking a lot, and I feel like the press have been, kind of making it seem like, oh, do you really want to take Messi out? Like, of course I want. Dude, I give a fuck about Messi, but I'm trying to win a World Cup. Stop asking all these players about Messi. They don't really care. Like, they respect him, but they don't care that much, bro. So I think This is a tough game. Is Lautaro even healthy? Honestly, Julian Alvarez has been better anyway. But tough game. They have probably two starters out right now, Argentina. We'll see what happens, but I think the Dutch will probably control the game for most of this game. I could see going extra time. It's gonna be a dirty game, like not a fun game to watch in my opinion. But that's just Argentina. Um, and I think hopefully, in extra time, maybe it's a fucking Di Maria comes on one special moment left in his career and he scores one. Maybe it's Messi again. Hopefully Argentina get through. And they're in the semifinals and Portugal in the semifinals. You can smell it at that point. You can just taste it, bro. You
Yeah.
kidding me? You have to make it happen at that
And
point.
not only that, but I also mentioned this. The odds of a Portugal-Argentina matchup, if both teams make it to semifinals, is massive. Because they could also play each other for third place.
I will say this though. Since 1982, I've seen this on Twitter. There's been one Inter Milan player and one Bayern Munich player always in the World Cup. So that's what I'm in the final at least. That's what I'm kind of looking at.
Okay, so
Brazil has I think Bremer. He's not. I don't even know if he's on the squad. Is he on the squad, Bremer?
Yes, but he's a Juve player.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was going to Inter. He was supposed to go to Inter. That's crazy. So yeah, Brazil kind of. They have any players on Inter Milan?
I think so.
They have no players on Bayern Munich.
So Argentina has an Inter player. Who has a
Lautaro
Bayern Munich
Martinez.
player?
Croatia. Morocco.
Which can't happen.
France.
Morocco.
Okay.
Morocco have Mazraoui. France obviously loaded.
Portugal doesn't have anyone. Not even Inter?
Portugal. I might have an Inter player in there. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Cancelo was obviously used
I'm
to be
not
there.
gonna lie. That's all bullshit to me. Like, I really don't care. That's all coincidence.
No, bro.
That's
There's
what
always
it
been
makes
one former Knicks player or something in NBA Finals for like 75 years in a row, my guy. So,
but see, these are just massive organizations that like so many people come through that, like especially
I
Inter
think all
Milan.
that shit is bullshit.
Inter
But
Milan is
honestly,
a team
bro,
that's
we've
like,
gone to this point right now and we're still alive with it. You know, we've got
For sure,
barely.
for sure.
chance.
Yeah.
Barely.
Listen, Argentina versus the Netherlands. I'll just say this. Argentina's not that good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We came into this World Cup thinking they were gonna be top dog. I mean, some people did, not me personally. I like them. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit the semifinals. They should have went to the quarterfinals. Congratulations. But from here on out,
Especially
Argentina can get knocked out very easily.
But the Dutch aren't that good either. So
They're not. And I agree with you there too. They're also a big favorite
Yo,
that I was like, where's the hype coming from?
Can I say something? Like
Yes.
we keep saying the Dutch are not playing that good, but yo, they've been outside of that Senegal team. They're winning these games like easily.
who are they playing though?
I didn't like their performance against the U.S. It didn't impress me.
In the U.S. second half,
I thought it worked.
they were lucky.
I think the U.S. lost more than the Dutch won.
No.
In my personal
Maybe.
opinion.
I mean, bro,
I think so.
had their chances.
I get where you're coming from, but I disagree.
Because
I disagree.
the U.S. was just so bad that game. Like it was as if we weren't supposed to be in the World Cup, let alone in the knockouts.
That was a very bad performance.
It was very bad and very uncharacteristic of them. You play Argentina, man, and it's a different ball game.
No, I agree.
So.
I agree.
Bro,
Listen,
I don't think bro. This is everything for Messi and Ronaldo. So
yeah,
So
I mean,
much is on the
you
line.
can see you definitely see it from Messi, not so from Ronaldo this tournament. But in terms of like stylistically, I think Argentina have the hand over the Netherlands. I think if Van Gaal's gonna sit back and defend and try and do the same game plan that they did against US, I think it's not the same. It's not the same. Listen, Saudi Arabia did that and they were successful, but like that was like might have been the best defensive performance I think I've ever seen ever. And like ever.
with offside traps, they got like 4 offside goals that were not allowed.
That shit was unbelievable. And Netherlands with Van Gaal's tactics don't play that high up. So I think that would be a game where Messi determines and changes it. I think that's been a factor that's been like a ongoing thing with Argentina this year. It's Messi or die. And I think he'll have a good game. And I think Netherlands, we'll see. I hope they go because I can't see this guy Cody Jackbo like keep playing well and doing all this shit because he's like kind of fucking us.
I raised the price tag another 50 mil.
Straight up, like what are
You
we
were
doing?
spending 100 million anyway, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Argentina, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, we keep talking about the Netherlands' performance, but yo, they're getting these wins.
They're not
They're winning these games like easily, dude.
I think these are
Like,
just two
3-1.
mediocre teams, if I'm being honest.
Honestly,
Outside of
every
Morocco and
World Cup
Croatia,
team has. Again.
outside of Morocco and Croatia, I think these are the two worst teams, in my opinion. Like, and that'll make
I agree. Yeah.
if Portugal go on to lose against Argentina in a World Cup final, like that's embarrassing because I think Argentina, Netherlands, Croatia, Morocco are the worst teams. England is a powerhouse. I support England, but I hate them. England's a powerhouse.
Yeah,
France is a powerhouse. Brazil's a powerhouse. Portugal's a powerhouse. These four teams are fucking monsters. So two mediocre teams going up against each other, it could go either way. I have Argentina winning. I think two mediocre teams with one star player with the ball on his feet is gonna make a big difference, and that's Lionel Messi. If the Dutch sit back, he'll find the goal. If the Dutch move up, he'll find the goal. So
yeah,
that's what'll happen.
But I would not be surprised if Netherlands get a win.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But
I'm going with Argentina.
Brazil, Croatia. Any chance of a Croatia upset at all?
I think so.
No.
Really?
Think so.
How?
No.
Ahmed?
I think
what,
so. But
what
Croatia, like know how to play, right? They now like they've gotten to a point now where I think like, especially more recently, like they should be obviously not favorites, but like you should trust them more than Brazil, in my opinion. Here, like they've proven they are willing to go down, whatever it is, go down, play a different style of game every single game, whatever it is. They know how to do it, and they have players in moments that could start for any country, in my opinion. Ivan Perisic, Luka Modric, even what's his guy in Chelsea, Kovacic, having a good World Cup. They have almost world class players everywhere. And listen, like you're asking me if they have a chance to get an upset, for sure. And Brazil, like we saw against the Swiss. Obviously, without Neymar, it was like they didn't really know what to do. Neymar's back, but I think that Croatia, again, that kid, the back Guardiola, are well suited. Obviously, solid goalkeeper as well too. So yeah, they definitely have a chance, I would say.
Yeah, I mean everyone has a chance when there's just one game. You know what I mean? Anything happening, this and that. You say they know how to play. I think they're gonna play their ass back home. I think there's no way they're gonna win. No way. I love this Croatia team. I'm a big fan of it. I love a lot of players on this team, but I think it's that the road ends here. I think this Brazilian team is fucking really good. I think they're playing now. When Neymar's on this team, it's very hard to see them lose, in my opinion. I think they should be the favorites to win it all at this point.
They've been favorites.
Exactly. But I think the performances during the tournament as well as shown that they should be even like, let's go. Richarlison's playing amazing. Vinicius. I think obviously the defense is kind of like, a little suspect.
Oh, hold up. Because
the game against South Korea is not really going to change my opinion, but
we had doubts about their fullbacks, and then they surprised us, if we're being honest. Like, they definitely are outperforming expectations.
You have to. This is what it is when it's an international tournament. I remember watching Chiellini and Bonucci become the fucking best center back partnership like it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
For Italy, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You got to give credit to these guys. They're showing up when they need to play, and credit to that defense. I think it was a little suspect, especially but they're playing well. But true challengers hasn't come yet, and I think
this is
yes,
a real challenge.
It is in terms of experience and being at the stage with a Croatia team that knows, like you say, they know how to play. They know how to like play against you.
They know how to suffer, bro. They know how to suffer
exactly
and just find a way. That's what I think they will do.
I thought Japan did very well. So when you're looking at Japan's performance against them, and now you have Brazil coming at you with Vinicius and all these guys, Rafinha, Anthony, all these Martinelli coming at you now. It ain't Japan, so
yeah. But again,
I think Brazil will win, and maybe like 2-0. Actually, I'll put more respect, like 3-1.
3-1. No,
Single
I think Brazil
differential.
smashes Croatia, bro.
No. I think Brazil score first, probably go up 1-0, but Croatia find a way, and Brazil don't kill the game off when they should, and let Croatia back in it 1-1, and anything can happen in 1-1.
So who do you have winning?
I'm gonna go.
You love the spew.
I'm gonna go with
nonsense.
Brazil. I'm gonna go with Brazil.
Okay,
But
let's go.
he said, "Yo,
storyline.
like, I don't know about having a chance. Like, they definitely have a chance, you know."
They have a chance, of course. Every
let's
team
go.
have a chance.
Saturday. What a nice Saturday is gonna be, bro. What a day that's gonna be. I think that's
I love
France, England, right? Am I correct on that?
France, England.
France, England.
Yes.
What a fucking
Also,
what a
Morocco,
matchup.
Portugal, but
I don't understand
Yeah.
why they don't do whatever. Yeah, France, England. Let's talk about that, bro.
Mm.
oof.
Because
Talk about this Southgate mission that he's got right now.
Oh yeah, you guys want to talk about that?
What are you talking about?
The
We're talking about like
Project
fucking
Mbappe.
Project
Oh.
Mbappe.
Nah.
Mbappe rules.
Yo, I love it. Yo,
Mbappe
you guys
rules,
clown that shit, but yo, we'll see. I'm just saying.
Should be Kyle Walker, bro. Woohoo!
Whoa, Kyle Walker is gonna. Yo, Mbappe is playing like. I mean he's been good in other times, but he is like the best player at this tournament right now.
100%.
So,
I think he's the best player in the world right now.
I think about it.
I think club and
I think
national.
him and Jamal Musiala, Leo Messi, all in the same class.
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
I think Jamal Musiala in terms of his form at Bayern has been sensational this year. I just
And Messi?
can't put him as best players in the world.
I think he's up there with the best players in the world.
Valverde,
I think Messi,
Holland, like how are you
Holland's
guys
Valverde,
forgetting about
obviously
these
right
guys?
there.
Yeah, I think Mbappe's the best player out of all of them.
He could be.
I mean, I think I talked about this. Everyone was on the Holland's better than Mbappe. I still, I'm an Mbappe guy all day, every day. I'm sorry. In terms of like what he's been doing consistently since he was like fucking 17 at Monaco, scoring in the Champions League,
Scoring against Buffon, scoring a brace against Buffon. Stop
winning
it, bro.
World Cup, being arguably one of the best players, if not the best player at that World Cup team. Yeah, he plays for a stacked team. He was one of the best players on that team.
But he did it himself, though.
Definitely,
he did it himself with all this PSG contract shit and all that. That's why people hate him now.
Which we talked about this. 200 million a year. So like, you fucking gonna not like? What are we doing?
Come on, I know.
So it's Real Madrid fans, and listen, I got Real Madrid fans saying, you know what, bro? Forget about all that shit. How about you come back and fuck all that?
Yeah,
I mean, he's that good of a player. So he's a sensational player. But with that being said, I'm listen. I said after the knock, I said after the group stage. I'm like, damn. From an unbiased standpoint, I could really see France, Brazil, right? And I'm still like there. But dog, I think against England, you guys are going to clown it. I don't give a fuck. Ahmed, I don't give a fuck. Kyle Walker is the perfect player outside of Aaron Wan-Bissaka to match up with
actually
Mbappe.
There's one player who matches up with him. He plays on Croatia. Stanisic, who absolutely locked him fucking down.
Cool.
Stanisic on Croatia.
Yeah. Okay. I think Kyle Walker. Listen, I'm not going to say he's going to absolutely isolate this guy Mbappe. He's not going to do anything, right? I think he will contain him in terms of how he's playing. I think it will be enough for England. But, like, this is the thing. Because,
Bro, do you understand who they have on the other side?
They stopped. That's what I was going to bring up.
What the fuck?
You neutralize Mbappe. Then you have Dembele on the other side, which this kid's been playing sensational.
How about Kingsley Coman coming off the bench?
Sure, whatever.
What are you talking about, bro? Literally the same exact thing, if not better.
Sure.
Put some respect, bro.
Okay, we got it. But I'm just saying. But I'm going with England. I think England will win. I think England will
coming home. It's coming.
Oh, it's definitely not coming home. But I think that it's enough to beat France, and we'll see. I think England. Listen, we talk shit about them, but they get here. For some odd reason, they're getting here. It's been the past couple tournaments. They made it to the semis last World Cup. Made it to the quarterfinals in the Euros. We'll see. I think
Listen.
England will get the win. I think they have a perfect game plan to neutralize Mbappe. I think they're going to play a low block. They're not going to give him the space, and we'll see. Southgate might get it done. As crazy as it sounds, and I'm sorry, I remember saying against Italy, England. I think the coaching Mancini is going to outclass Southgate tactically. When I look at their pitch, Deschamps, he's not someone that really impresses me like that.
He shouldn't.
I think, yeah, and he shouldn't. So I will go with England. I will go with England. Upset.
The matchup everybody's going to be looking at is, like you said, it's going to be Kyle Walker if he does start against Mbappe. In my opinion, the matchup everybody should be looking at, right, is Upamecano versus Harry Kane. That's going to be all night. Because outside Upamecano, they've been kind of looking for that second guy who's gonna help Upamecano. Varane is not fully healthy.
He's been playing well.
Yeah, but he's not fully healthy. He's not at his best. Koundé is playing at the right back right now. Even if he was a center back, you can't have Upamecano and Koundé as your parent. That's not gonna work. And the kid from Liverpool, I think he's also been not fully healthy and stuff like that. So, but Upamecano, what he's been doing for France at the back, like at times single-handedly, like stopping like a fast break and stuff like that. He's been the whole season. He's been a monster, and I think that's the matchup. If he can stop Harry Kane, because Harry Kane, oh my God, like he's a phenomenal player now. Like fucking Jose Mourinho done to him for his game. Oh my God,
he's a Swiss Army knife, that fucking guy, man. He can get you.
Now he's one of the best playmakers now in the world officially, and obviously he's still one of the best nines in the world. If not, like he's top 3 nines.
By far.
So yeah, but I think Upamecano takes these matchups like personally, and I think he will. That's the matchup to be looking at right there. Like you have Mbappe versus Walker on that side, Upamecano versus Harry Kane on this side, and I hope I'm right because this is the stage. Because people have been disrespecting Upamecano, maybe even rightfully so for this, for like some of his like viral stuff that you see, like one play him falling, but like you don't see him stopping every other shot. Whatever, it happens. This season, maybe one performance has not been good. Outside of that, has been an absolute monster, and for France, has been the same exact thing. That's the matchup to keep it looking. I'm gonna go with France to win this game. Like you said, Mbappe is playing at his top form. I think. He might just be the best player in the world right now. And even if you do try to stop Mbappe, you're giving weight. You get like 1-on-1 with Shaw versus fucking Dembele, with Shaw versus Coleman.
Good luck with that. It won't be always 1-on-1, man. But this is the thing, like facts. But all right, you gotta watch Mbappe. You gotta fucking double team this guy. They're gonna do the exact same thing. That's why they play with those midfielders. A guy like a Jude or a guy like a Declan Rice, or even if Jordan Henderson's playing, they're gonna come back.
So many matchups. I think Tchouaméni versus Jude in the midfield.
Yeah.
What a beautiful matchup right there.
I think always for England, it's always the midfield battle in which they would lose.
But they're gonna have Jordan Henderson starting, bro. I hope they don't, but they're gonna have Jordan Henderson starting.
Listen, in terms of talent, Jordan Henderson's a bum, but dog plays well for England, and he gets the job done. As crazy as it sounds.
Okay. So
gets the job done.
Predictions: Tiku's got England, Ahmed's got France. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If England somehow beats this France squad, like I'm scared because I feel like
I've always said, bro.
No,
on paper, in terms of squad, England have a good a squad as anybody. There's no reason why they shouldn't be going into this game. We should be obviously be France.
Confident.
Exactly.
That
was the last matchup, right?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
So, while we're still on football. Ahmed, you had anything else final to say, or can I talk about Mr. We're watching his house, Dana White? So Dana White came out recently, and said that football is one of the least talent demanding sports he's ever seen. He said there's a reason 3-year-olds can play it.
What do you mean?
He said it's completely unentertaining to him.
Makes sense.
Dana White, my friend, I challenge you Next time Madison Square Garden, you have a card in Madison Square Garden. Come play some footy at Calvert with a bunch of people who don't even play for Sunday League teams, and see if you could catch up. Because I don't know where you're getting this idea from, that soccer is not demanding talent-wise. First of all, coordination-wise, it's up there with one of the most difficult coordination sports ever. Like, your feet, your face, your dribbling, you're fucking looking all around. Secondly, you're the greatest MMA fighter ever in the UFC. Loves soccer more than MMA. Khabib is soccer number one is Khabib's motto. So, Dana White, have some respect for a sport. For a sport that's just, there's a reason it's the most popular in the world. It's not because you don't need talent to play it. It's because it's so fucking good. People know what it takes to be a professional. They know how hard it is. Like Messi. Like, bro, come on. You see what Messi does on a soccer field? Try to recreate that. Like, I challenge anyone who's older than 25, prime of their physical life, to try and dribble a bunch of second graders the way Messi dribbles these adults, bro.
Yeah.
You can't, because it's difficult and it's hard. So, Dana White, get us some tickets to the UFC, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I seen that shit. People have been sending it to me, and it's like that. I watched it. I think I closed it off halfway thing because it's like, it's such an American ass take, like the arrogance. Like, yo, dog, I bet it's not super popular in America, so it's not good. It's not talented. Like, come on now, shut up, shut your mouth, Dana. I love you, Dana. You're the man. But it's just like, just shut it, bro. It's like a horrible. It doesn't even make sense. What did he say? There's a reason why
3-year-olds.
Ask Dana White. What's his favorite sport? He'll tell you it's football. They have 3-year-olds playing football.
They have 3-year-olds doing karate.
That's the point I was gonna go with.
It doesn't make sense.
Listen, bro. I played pretty much all these sports, right? I'm telling you right now. Football, the American football here, NFL, there is in no way, shape, or form that it is harder than soccer, football. In no way. Absolutely no way. Especially certain spots. If you're an offensive lineman, you're literally snapping the ball and holding someone against you. Yeah, of course you have to be strong. But you are like 300 fucking pounds.
Talent.
That's not talent, whatever. It's strength and all that, but whatever. Obviously, fucking positioning and all that.
And it's the same thing with basketball.
But, I mean, like, the stupidest, I mean, he was probably drunk or some shit. Like, the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, he said, how can the goal be that big and you only score so few? First of all, this misconception about goals in soccer. 6-1 Portugal is equal to what in the NFL? Do 6 times 7, 42-7. Like, do they think every goal, touchdown in the NFL
in America,
is actually 7 touchdowns?
They don't value like competitive, like tough.
It's
like you have to earn and shit
fake.
Like that. It's just given, bro.
They
just want to see
people like watching basketball, like they score like 150 a game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what no defense.
Dog shit.
But forget basketball, because I guarantee you Dana White's a football fan, NFL fan. Like,
he is.
Does he think that an NFL score of 14-7 was actually 14 different points against 7 different points? No, that's equal to a 2-1 score in soccer, bro. Not only that, you're going to say the soccer goal is huge? Have you seen how big a touchdown zone is? You have fucking 50 yards across the field to score a touchdown.
But this is what I'm saying. It's just
a stupid argument to even begin with. It's just like if you argue with an idiot, you will be an idiot as well.
But I don't think Dana White's an idiot. I just think he's like, it's just like
this is an idiotic thing to say, bro.
Idiotic.
It's
how are you going to promote this new thing where people are slapping each other in the face, bro? 2 fat people slapping each other, and that's talent. And you're gonna shit on players like Messi and go like, he was drunk out of his mind when he said this, bro. Get out of here. Let's move on, bro.
You sure he's drinking?
Get out of here, bro.
Do something else.
That being said, Dana White, we still love you. We think you're a fucking beast.
Yeah, you're just a fucking idiot. We need guys like this. Like, Daniel, you need people like this in your circle to let you know. Yo, we
the
give
yes
you
man.
an outside
Got that bullhead,
perspective.
right, bro.
Dana White, I have a proposal for you, sir. Fuck the slap league. Start soccer in the U.S. with relegation systems and pay people to be ultras, and I guarantee you'll be making way more money than two fat people slapping each other for whatever.
Pay us.
Just pay us.
Fuck.
Anyway.
I fucking stabbed what's his name? Damn, what's his name?
Oh, the fucking guy at the press conference.
The coach, man.
Whatever.
Dana White finding a fighter, whatever. The fucking guy. I forgot his name. Wow.
Anyway.
What'd you say?
When Tiku was on TV. Anyway, let's move on to the sport. That's Dana White's favorite, NFL football. Let's talk about that. Ahmed, get us right into it.
Listen, we're not gonna talk about too much. I just feel like we gotta talk like the top dogs right now. There's a lot of talk about who is the MVP of the NFL right now. I feel like people don't want to give the respect to Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles for whatever reason. Pat Mahomes will always be like in that race, but I don't really know who's MVP right now. I feel like this is like the first like
Daniel Jones.
most of the times, if you're 11-1 and all this, you're automatic MVP. But Pat Mahomes, Tua, Joe Burrow, who is the top 5 MVPs, bro? Let's start off. I feel like you want to go from 5 to 1.
Sure.
5 to 1. I'm gonna put number 5. I feel like this is like, especially here, it's always gonna be a quarterback award, but you have to at least put one guy who's not a quarterback in there. Last year was Cooper Kupp. Sometimes it's like McCaffrey. Adrian Peterson at the time was always that guy. Tomlinson. I think what Justin Jefferson is doing right now in the NFL, like his first 3 years, as good as anybody but Randy Moss. So that tells you, like, he's almost right up there with Randy Moss. Like he is. It's crazy because Stephon Diggs is so fucking good, and Devontae Adams is so good, and Cooper Kupp last year what he did warrants a lot of respect. But Justin Jefferson at his age, what he's doing, like, I can't say he's the best wide receiver in the league, but I can't say he's not the best wide receiver in the league. He's that good. He's on pace for like another like 1,500 plus yards. He's like he makes Kirk Cousins like a really good quarterback because, bro, you just gotta throw it in his like area and he'll get it, bro. He'll get it against double coverage, whatever it means. I'm putting fucking Justin Jefferson in my top 5. Number 4. This is where we get to the quarterbacks, and it's really, in my opinion, 4 quarterbacks. But where are you gonna put them? For me, I'm gonna put Joe Burrow number 4. I think obviously now the Bengals. A lot of people are looking at the schedule at the end of the season, and I'm like, yo, are we sure? Are we sure that they're gonna make the playoffs? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you. Look, give me 1 second.
Well, until you figure that out,
all right,
I'm gonna go. Okay.
Joe Burrow, as I was saying, right? The Bengals, people were looking at their end and were like, yo, I don't even know if they make the playoffs. Since then, I believe they're 2-0 and 3-0. He outplayed Pat Mahomes once again, putting up 300 yards like it's nothing. Had, I think, 400 yards. I forgot against who. But yeah, he's a ridiculous talent, and he's I believe in the top 4 MVP. Top 3, this is where it gets a little interesting because you can't really be wrong. Maybe with a top 3, maybe. But I'm gonna put Tua here just because he missed time. But when he plays, which is crazy because we were talking about Tua in the offseason, like, what is Tyreek Hill on, bro?
Yeah.
What are you smoking, Tyreek Hill? But yeah, Tua, since going last year, I think he's got like 1 or 2 losses when he starts a game since last year. Dude is like, when he plays, even on the road now, like they always almost win. And he's putting up obviously fucking fantastic stats. He's accurate as hell. He's getting fucking Tyreek Hill down the field, not just like screenplays. He's getting him down the field. Same with fucking Jalen Waddle. So I think Tua is top 3 right now, MVP. 2-1. This is the big talk right here. Who is going to be the MVP right now? My opinion, I'm gonna put Jalen Hurts number 2. I know. it's kind of like hypocritical. People are saying don't give respect, but I'm putting Jalen Hurts number 2. Like that's a lot of respect. Number 2 is fucking
Number
that's
2 in
pretty
an
damn
MVP
good.
race. Like, let's not complain, ladies and
I know, but
gentlemen.
like a lot of people are saying, oh, he's definitely an MVP and all that. I think like I would not argue if you say he's number 1, but in my opinion, I think he's number 2. I just think that roster, bro, that roster is so good. Like that. Oh, like in my opinion, once Robert Saleh said this, and I think somebody else said this like 2-3 years ago, this is when I knew you need a good D line and obviously a great O line. You have to dominate the line of scrimmage. That's what makes a great team. And the Philadelphia Eagles might have the best O line and D line in NFL. That's why they're 11-1. And obviously Jalen Hurts is playing well. And like he hasn't really had one bad game in my opinion. Like he struggled, but he hasn't had a game where he almost fucking made them lose and stuff like that. But in my opinion, Pat Mahomes, bro, like that Chiefs team outside him and Travis Kelce, I feel like it's really them, in my opinion. That defense is again not that great. It's not terrible, but it's not that great. Pat Mahomes, if you take him off the Chiefs, right? Right? If you take him off the Chiefs, I don't think like they'll be like obviously Alex Smith always, fucking start off good, but Pat Mahomes makes this team like nothing is safe. You could be up 14 points in the fourth quarter. Nothing is safe. That's all because of Pat Mahomes.
Bro, we're
He
talking
is the
about
most valuable player in the NFL. He is the best player in the NFL. And I think obviously sometimes we take it for granted, but bro, like I'm sorry, Pat Mahomes, every time I watch him, like he's always come through.
we're talking
So
about the most
I'm gonna
talented
go with Pat
quarterback.
Mahomes,
The most talented
MVP.
quarterback to
For
ever
Jalen
play.
Hurts, shout out to Jalen Hurts though.
Yeah. Tiku, number 1, Daniel Jones? Or not yet?
I mean, maybe a couple seasons. I mean, a couple weeks ago, maybe. But
You put Micah Parsons up there?
I think. I mean, listen. I think
I'll put Quinn Williams over him.
Discussions, probably not top 5. I disagree. I think the only defensive player that should even be in an argument is Michael Parsons. But
Quinn Williams
but
is fucking
I
monster.
agree with a lot. I agree with your top 3. I think. Listen, it might be my little Giants bias or something like that, but I don't think so. I think Jalen Hurts is an amazing player. In terms of like just fitting with that team and getting the job done, even though he's playing sensational. I think his talent's not really like amazing, but he's doing fantastic this year, and you have to give credit to that. And I have it in my fantasy team because I knew that he would do that. So, anyways, so top 3 would be that. I think Pat Mahomes is clearly the favorite. I think if you would have told me maybe 3 weeks ago, I would have told you 100% it's Pat Mahomes. I think he's easily going to win it. I think he's going to run away favorite to win it. I think Jalen Hurts has made it very, very, very close. Very close. Which could hurt him considering how good the Eagles are. Like, are they going to risk playing him in the end of the season to, boost up his stats and this and that to try and get him that? We'll see about that. But, yeah, it's going to be tough. So, yeah, I think Tua, number 3, somebody that I criticize a lot to my Miami fans.
As you should.
I think he said as you should.
Yeah, as I should. So Tua, who's been very good, and credit to Mike McDaniels, the coaching staff, coaching people over there. Credit to the Miami Dolphins. I think obviously getting someone like Tyreek Hill helps a lot. To be able to, play as well as he has this year, and he gets the job done. And I think he's 3. Joe Burrow makes sense for me as well. I think he's been playing sensational. I think you said it well. But 5, I mean, you want to put a other position player there. I'm probably not going to do that. Even though I think Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the league. I think, but in terms of like MVP, I think Tyreek Hill's giving him a good run of his money, though. No? I think he's been playing
over Justin Jefferson?
I think it's arguable. I don't think it's over, but I think it's very, very arguable. So, whatever. But at number 5, for me personally, is Josh Allen. As much as I know you don't like him.
Who'd you put?
Josh Allen.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
I think he's been playing well. I think he's had a couple bad games. Don't get me wrong. Which he was hurt. He was hurt. So, I mean, I
actually like Josh Allen. I really do.
You sure about that?
Come on, bro. What are we doing? Top 5? Like, that's just like Like, oh, that's Josh Allen, put him in top 5.
No, I
Like, he's
disagree.
top 10. He's top 10. He's that good. Obviously, he's always gonna be top 10. But like top 5, in my opinion, is like disrespectful to guys like Josh Jefferson, even guys like maybe like Dak Prescott since he's come back.
And I was gonna say honorable mention. Quarterback for Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, been playing pretty good this year.
Who?
And also Kirk Cousins. I think he's always up there. Not top 5. I'm saying
Come on, Kirk Cousins hasn't
mention.
been bad though. He's
Stop, hasn't been bad at all.
He's not an MVP like conversation.
yeah, sure.
Honorable mention. All I'm saying, and also as much as I hated this one hurts me a little bit. Like this, like pains me to say, but Geno Smith. I mean,
oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's honorable mentions. Geno Smith.
Right.
I mean,
Not
I meant
top
also.
five.
I know.
Having
He's
a
not
great
top
season.
5. I'm saying honorable mention. Listen, I'm not a big Geno Smith fan. Oh my god, the day he started over Eli Manning,
That's not Geno
sworn
Smith's problem, bro. That's
not.
the coach.
It's not. I agree. Don't get me wrong. But
Always
it
argue
just
about
doesn't. It doesn't sit right with me.
Of course.
And ever since that day, I sworn a big problem with him. But he's been playing good, so I'm gonna give him credit on that. So yeah, that's my top 5. So pretty close to you, Ahmed.
Yep. Pretty much same shit. Shout out to the Jets. We got to the it's Bills week this week. Let's go take care of business. Let's steal that division, baby.
Shout out to the Giants for.
I told you, bro. Giants not winning any other game, bro, and they got a tie. That just tells you they're not winning any other game. They're not. I told you they might sneak one out against Washington. That was it, and they got lucky.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
MLB.
What the fuck is going on, MLB, bro? I feel like every hour someone's getting like 300 million, bro, or like 40 million.
Can I just ask? So as we all know, I'm not the biggest MLB fan. So, what's his face? The guy who just signed for the Mets, the pitcher, Verlander.
Christopher Verlander.
Yeah, is he that good that he's getting paid that much money?
Yeah.
He literally got Tommy John, his first major injury, right? And his first season, like the first season, like that's supposed to be your season where you take it slow. He had a under 2 ERA, which is like ridiculous. Won the Cy Young, won the World Series. So yeah, he's fucking good.
And he was very close to signing with the Yankees last year.
Isn't this the husband of what's her face?
Kate Upton?
Kate Upton, yeah.
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 So yeah,
everyone's
he's pretty much winning.
Crush in like 10 years ago.
Sure.
Interesting. All right.
But yeah, just before we get to Aaron Judge, Jacob deGrom leaves the Mets. I feel like what Jacob deGrom did kind of bullshit. Didn't even give the chance. Obviously, the Mets weren't gonna go 5 years for $185, fucking $85 million. Nobody is, but
didn't even want to hear
at least call them back. At least you personally call them, not your agent. That was a report, so not a good look for Jacob deGrom. But 5 years, $185 million. Are they giving him $1 million for every inning he's gonna pitch for the next 5 years, bro? Like this guy, bro. Like, listen, when he's healthy. Listen, I love Garrett Cole. I used to actually really think it was close. This dude is the best pitcher in baseball, not even close. He's in my opinion, he might be the best pitcher I've ever seen, like pitch. Him, Kershaw, Verlander, like those guys.
Max.
But like deGrom is, bro, he is unbelievable when he's healthy. And you give this guy 5 years, only Texas would do that because they've got money, they're restarting everything. Obviously, Paige fucking Simeon and Corey Seager last year. They gave them crazy contracts, so they're going for, and they're not even done yet. They want Rendon and stuff like that. So, we'll see what happens. But deGrom finally leaving. At least it wasn't to the Braves, so not all bad. And the Yankees have to deal with him now. So,
especially for the Mets.
Trey Turner going to the Phillies. Trey Turner is a fucking stud of a player, monster player. Phillies how
They're there now. They're going for it too.
No, but come on, bro. Like they signed They signed Tom Walker for like how much, bro? How much money do these guys? Like the Braves, the Mets, all these guys, bro.
Yo, what did? Let me tell you something. What did Aaron Boone say like 2 seasons ago? He's like, the league is catching up to the Yankees. Obviously, we're like, in terms of revenue and everything, in terms of our bill and everything, we're like blowing everybody out the water besides the Dodgers. You know what I mean? But and the Mets now. But like, yo, these they know it. There's a small period where some teams are like, yo, we're very close. Guess what? We're gonna spend money.
That's what the Mets are
And
doing.
you
They
gotta
got 2
respect.
years.
You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect the Phillies. You have to respect the Rangers for doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? You gotta respect the Padres, what they try to do with Judge. You know, they're going for it.
But the Padres don't even like they're reckless.
Yeah. So,
Wilson
but
Contreras.
like, but this is what I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah, I got you.
it's insane. But go ahead with your turn to someone that
Wilson Contreras going to the Cardinals, probably the best catcher free agent.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
the Japanese guy going to the Red Sox.
The Red Sox 5 years, 90 million. That's fucking crazy.
It's crazy for a kid coming out of Japan.
Crazy.
Insane.
What happened? Insane. It's all good. Yankees aren't done yet. Still linked to Rondon. Brought in Tommy Knuckle back, my boy. Who else did we bring back? Obviously, lost Tyon.
Tommy.
We lost Tyon to the Cubs. Obviously with that money that he wasn't coming back. So yeah, if we get honestly, I love Rendon and clearly the best pitcher left, but with the money he's gonna command and with the two aces we have already, he's so similar to Severino and Cole in my opinion. Yep. Like he throws those like high fastballs, like velocity. Like
bring him in.
Like you need someone like classic Corey Kluber who's like contact, and stuff like that, like throwing fucking knuckle.
I see that.
Listen, the Yankees know what they're doing, bro. Matt Blake, they can get anybody in there and they'll make him a monster.
And I think especially after missing, well, not really missing, but like the trade for Montez, turning
Montez
out
hasn't been great.
I think you have to go out. Listen, I get it. Very similar to other guys, but when you're getting a talent like him, I think a left throwing player, and I think he makes sense for Yankee Stadium. I think bringing him in, regardless of the money, solidifying our starting rotation, it would be sensational. I know, like our starting rotation it's not the biggest need for us. When you got a guy like Rondon, it just like gives us something not to worry about when the trade deadline comes in. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's been the thing for us for like the last couple of years of the trade deadline where we want to get an ace or a starting pitcher, and we've kind of failed at that. So getting a guy like Rondon,
I'm not gonna say don't get me fucking Cole and Severino right as my righties, Nestor Cortez and Rondon as my lefties, and then Montez is that wild card, and you got young guys. Maybe Clark Schmidt becomes a starter for you.
I think it makes sense.
Michael King,
especially when you commit that much money for a Judge who's getting up there in age. I think at some point you gotta spend the money and try and go for it. Getting a guy like him kind of reminds you of like getting CC.
Speaking of the man. Bro, what was your reaction yesterday to John Heyman?
Yo,
what was your reaction?
I was legitimately I was on Twitter.
I saw
just scrolling randomly. I see Arson Judge to the fucking Pirates. Everyone's sending it to me, and like I was thinking, like I think this is like a troll attempt, like him trying to make a joke, like, oh, it's not Aaron Judge, but it's Arson Judge, and it was like funny to me because I was like, I don't know why everyone's thinking it's like serious or something like this, and then I seen the tweet get deleted. And then I see Aaron Judge to the Giants. I swear my brother was next to me. I literally screamed out. I don't know if you guys remember episode 3 of Star Wars when Anakin becomes Darth Vader and he finds out Padme dies. He's like, no, that was dead ass me. I think I fell on my knees in the middle of my living room. Straight up. Hurt my heart. Then I see Nat 2 get deleted. And then he comes out and says, oh, sorry, I jumped the gun. Wow. I was relieved for like 30 seconds, and I was seeing all these reports after everyone's saying, it seems like he might be going to Giants, and it might happen. And I felt very sad, honestly. Very sad, very disappointed. My guy Aaron Judge might not be a Yankee. That thought just hurt me. Really did. And then today, obviously, comes out in like 9 in the morning or 7 and 8 in the morning. I think it was like 5:30. Like Pacific time to like where San Francisco motherfuckers. So they woke up like might have gotten a headache or something. Because imagine that. That sucked. In my opinion, I think that sucks more for them than it did for us. Because, we lose Judge. Oh, my God, it's awful. But, like, with the Yankees, the San Francisco Giants were literally like a tweet there. He's there. And then the guy's like, yeet. You know what I mean? So, obviously, Aaron Judge is a Yankee. Well, is staying a Yankee. What is it? 8 years, 360?
9 year, 360.
9 years, yes. 9 years, sorry. 9 years, 360. I think they matched the deal the San Francisco Giants did. I read something that Hal calls up Aaron Judge, gangster. I fuck with it. He's like,
in Italy,
you want to be in Italy, gangster. I fuck with it, like some Godfather shit. Calls him. He's like, yo, do you want to be a Yankee? He's like, yeah. He's like, what do you need? I want the 9th year. Bam. Calls the phone, ends it. Aaron Judge is a Yankee.
Bro, in my opinion,
go ahead,
finish it off.
Because I'm just gonna ramble on all night. Like, Aaron Judge is the prototypical Yankee since like Jeter, and he's been the best Yankee since Mickey Mantle, in my opinion. Obviously, you could criticize the strikeouts, criticize the playoff performances. You could criticize a lot of things. I think last season, especially, I think his hitting mechanics were kind of fucked trying to chase the record, and it kind of fucked him in the playoffs. Now with a fresh mindset, fresh everything, I think this season is going to be huge. Give him the captain. I want to see that C on him. And Aaron Judge, life. Yankee for fucking life. Fucking so happy to see my guy stay a Yankee.
Honestly, I think it was Monday or Sunday night when I seen that the Yankees were talking to Brandon Nimmo. I was shitting my fucking pants, bro. I was shitting my pants because I was like, why are we talking to this guy unless Aaron Judge might have a chance to leave? So, and then a lot of people, especially with the winter meetings this week, a lot of people are saying it's going to happen this week. And when that fucking tweet came out, bro, I was at work, almost collapsed. I was like, yo, are you kidding me? And then for like 15 seconds later, I find out it's not even true. John Heyman, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Does he recover from that? In my opinion?
Listen, bro, he's obviously a credible source. Like, he knows what he's saying. And he was bro, he was most likely going to the Giants. Like, he probably was. But obviously, like you said, that phone call and everything.
Can I be honest, though? Like, the integrity of that just drops completely. Because now every time he's going to tweet or make news,
I know, yeah. Like, but
do we follow it? Do we trust it?
Unfortunately,
like Woj will never do that, Like, Jeff Passan will never do that. So, like,
I remember that happened once, though. I forgot what it was. I think it was like, who's this fucking guy? Oh, man, what's his dumbass name, bro? Fuck. Who's the guy in Memphis? Dylan Brooks. He got traded one time. And then he said, nah, the trade is dead or some shit like that. I remember seeing that. I remember that one time. I don't know if you guys remember that. But that was like a big that was like a big thing.
But that's not Aaron Judge like news. Like, it's like announcing LeBron got traded to the Knicks and being like, oops.
Bro, this was like
I fucked up.
This might have been easily the biggest free agent in like the last 10 years. By far. Especially coming off the season. So
I mean, Bryce Harper's up there.
Yeah, Bryce Harper's up there. But I don't think Bryce didn't have this much noise. Not for nothing. There was like 3 teams in for him.
Everybody.
I mean, there was a lot of teams in there. And I agree, but like,
listen,
and especially those numbers that were coming up.
I mean, just talking about Aaron Judge though, like, again, I was really shook and stuff like that. I really thought he was going. I saw something that, bro, he said he was gonna marry his high school sweetheart and play center field for the or fucking right field for the Giants, bro. Like, the dude was about to go to the Giants, bro. He had his whole like he was gonna make it happen. And in my opinion, like he only would have went to the Giants because like he had no choice because of money and everything. But if the money is even close, you kidding me, bro? Yeah. And it would have been so bad for baseball if Aaron Judge leaves the Yankees and goes to the Giants. No disrespect to the Giants, but come on now. Like, the Yankees are clearly like the franchise in baseball, and Aaron Judge right now is the player in baseball, and it matches so perfectly. And if he would have went to anywhere else but New York, it would have just been like, what a waste, in my opinion. So like you said, Yankee for life. for him to retire. Yeah.
I was gonna say, as much as like people like to hate the Yankees, people know.
Come on, bro.
They don't
Like,
want to
you don't
see.
even have to like
Give credit to the Giants because they've been more. I mean, they've won more than us in the last couple of years. But at the end of the day, they know what's up. I mean, I don't think the Giants are there. I think they give Judge the money, and then what else are they gonna do? Nothing else really, if we're gonna be honest. So I think seeing Judge compete for a championship every single year is better than him going to the Giants and like losing for like 4 years and maybe having a good team for like 2 years, stuff like that. So yeah, as much as people hate the Yankees, they know
Yankees and Dodgers are probably the only teams that can actually offer him a chance to win every single year.
Exactly.
So that's obviously like a huge point right there.
Of course, all the story behind him,
And bro, speaking of the phone call, I'm gonna tell you exactly what Hal said to him, bro. He called him. He said, "All right, bro. I know. Giants are gonna offer you close to $400 million. I know that what we did last year, leaking the offer out, not even leaking, but kind of just disrespecting you, right? With that quote unquote low ball offer, right? Tell me what I got to do to make it right." He said, "Listen, I want to be a Yankee." This is what Aaron just said. He said, "Bro, whatever the money is that you think you might lose from staying here, bro,
state tax.
You don't understand, bro. The movie that Aaron Judge is gonna get, the movie, this guy's gonna get the books after he's gonna be on Hollywood. He's gonna be on Good Morning America just for being Aaron Judge. Not even if the Yankees win or anything, just for being Aaron Judge. He is like in New York, the media capital of the world. He that money will be made back, no doubt about it. 100%. So how a gangster move finally stepped up to the plate, and I think a lot of people were gonna shit on obviously Cashman and how, as they should have. The Yankees cannot let Aaron Judge walk away. If that happens in the sport, it's no longer what I think it is. Like, I don't know what it is at that point. So yeah, Aaron Judge, fantastic news coming back. My captain, the best player in baseball, and hopefully he gets that ring as the captain, first year as captain. Let's go, baby. Aaron Judge, all rise.
Love it.
For 9 more years.
All fucking rise. I guess you can say today was Judgment Day.
That was hard.
That was
hard.
But before we
move on from that, because that was disgusting.
No. Okay, we can move on from that comment. I just want to.
I'm just kidding. It was
gross.
I just want to say, Ahmed. Now, obviously, Rodon is somebody that we want. The interest about him, Benintendi. We're looking at it, but who do you want the Yankees to go after next? Like, what should be in your eyes?
Let me see who we really need. Honestly, like, you could go out there and maybe sign a big time shortstop if you really want to. Trust the kids, in my opinion. Give Peraza, even give Volpe a chance in the next 2 years or whatever it is. So shortstop, I would stay firm at short. In my opinion, like, I love Clay Holmes, right? But he's only been a closer for about 6 months, maybe. And I know we got Lou Trevino in there. Don't trust fucking Lou Trevino.
What about Wandy?
I don't know what Kensley Jansen got from the Red Sox. I don't know. I don't know what his contract looks like, but like a closer like that wouldn't. I know what kind of, like, it's a big personality and stuff like that, but like, we need a legit closer, or at least someone in case Clay Holmes, someone goes down, a legit guy you can trust. So a closer. In terms of position players, let me see. In terms of outfield, all we gotta do is bring back Andrew and we're loaded. Harrison Bader, Aaron Judge, Stanton, all these guys in there, we're loaded.
What about a guy like Nimmo?
Brandon Nimmo, Brandon Nimmo would be like a luxury. Yeah, but I don't even see where he would play on this team, honestly.
Yeah,
only as like a fucking platoon guy, but like not an everyday guy. Because you have Harrison Bader, who's the best, like, fucking defensive guy in center field. Him and Buxton.
What about Brian Reynolds, someone that asked for a trade?
But that would have been if Aaron Judge would have left, because Brian Reynolds is going to command probably a lot of money. He's not even like oh my god, like, I have to have Brian Reynolds.
I think he makes a lot of sense.
For the Yankees, he doesn't but right now,
I think it makes sense. I think you put him at left field
over Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew Benintendi, bro. Andrew Benintendi is a lefty at bat,
Sure.
right? A lefty at bat who most of the time is gonna bat 300. Who's got like Gold Glove in the outfield. Perfect guy, and he's Italian. Come on, bro.
For sure.
Stop it.
For sure. But I think you're gonna have to overpay for Andrew Benintendi more than what he's really worth.
Are you not gonna have to overpay for Brian Reynolds when you gotta pay him?
Doesn't he have like three more years of arbitration?
I don't know how many years is left, but he's getting paid soon. Maybe the next 2-3 years.
I think it makes sense to give him a contract extension, but then you have 3 years of arbitration, then you pay him. At least that's how I look at it. I think, but this is the thing. I mean, listen, I think it makes sense to bring back Benintendi. I think that's the easiest route, which is probably the way the Yankees are going to do that. You have him, Bader, and then Judge now. That solidifies it. I think DJ LeMahieu, who I've heard, what I've been hearing, that he might not even need surgery. So that's good news for us. I think then when you look at Peraza,
would you entertain?
Go ahead.
Would you entertain a former Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts?
I mean,
who offensively is a monster. We know that.
I feel like if you're gonna do that, I'd rather go Correa. No,
Correa is gonna be like Correa is not settling for anything.
I don't think we even go for a shortstop. I think we're not gonna even go for one. I'm sorry. I think that all in on Peraza, Volpe to be the guys this year, next season,
and Cabrera.
So I think that's it. I think then with DJ coming back, and I think with Anthony Rizzo coming back, and even with like IKF coming back, I just don't see Glaber being on the scene, in my opinion.
No. If you like somehow trade Josh Donaldson, right? Then you can have a good mix, right? And you can kind of afford to get Xander in there, and you have a good mix of defensive guys like IKF who are not gonna hit too much, and then you have beast guys at the bat like Xander Bogaerts, and who are not great defensive players. Him like if you have Xander and Gleyber Torres as your hitting guys, right? At the short, and then you have Peraza, Cabrera, and IKF as your defensive guys.
No.
That's
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge I would love to get a shortstop, one of those big guys. I was a big Trey Turner guy. I thought we should have went after him, even with Judge. You know what I mean? That was just, but I mean, realistically, that was never gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, I just don't think we go for a shortstop as much as I would. I think, like I said, the in Volpe and the in for Peraza. So that's gonna be the thing. I think Glaber could be traded. I think he could be traded for either like a listen, our bullpen is really good. Of course, we need
when it's healthy. When it's healthy, it's really good.
When it's healthy, I think it's the best, if not the best in baseball. I think there's one thing that Cashman gets right and the Yankees get right with the whole analytics, and that's the bullpen. We can agree on that, right? Sure. So I think trading Glaber for maybe prospects makes sense. Just to re-up on our thing, just in case, you never know. Someone might be available. Otani, maybe, you never know. So we'll see.
But for sure, Yankees aren't done, though. We know that for sure. Yankees are not done.
100%. Yeah, the Yankees are definitely not done. I wouldn't mind a guy like Gregory Soto if you want to out and out closer.
Yeah, but he's a monster. I don't even know if he would if we can get him.
Glaber
when he's healthy, Glaber, he's a monster.
Glaber and Javi Baez, they have that connection, so you never know.
All right, let's move on. Shout out to the boy Aaron Judge. Let's move on.
They got every day for making me a Yankee fan.
Sir, yes, sir. Good day to be a Yankee fan, baby.
Yeah,
of course.
How many championships you guys have recently?
21. So maybe I'll say 27.
Playoffs every year, and have a chance every year.
Mouth.
A lot of teams can't say that.
People speak nonsense, bro. Don't even talk. Shut your mouth.
Sorry.
All right, let's get to the big boys. Let's get to the combat sports. UFC 282, ladies and gentlemen, alive this Saturday. What is that? The 10th? The 10th? Yeah, the 10th.
Yes.
So live this Saturday, 10th. I believe it's in Vegas.
Not a bad card.
I believe it's in Vegas.
People be sleeping on these cards, bro. They sleep on some of these cards.
The whole card is loaded. We all know that. But the co-main and main event is
of course,
Yeah. All right. Where is it located though at?
Las
I'm not
Vegas,
sure.
man.
T-Mobile.
I don't know,
What
but
are you talking about?
MGM or
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile Arena,
T-Mobile.
bruh. When was the last time they did an MGM? MGM.
I don't know,
What?
bro.
It's been a while. It's all been T-Mobile since.
Yeah, it's an
that
open
arena.
T-Mobile. I should know that.
Oh.
As I was saying, T-Mobile, right? It should be Yuri Prochazka versus Glover Teixeira. Obviously, a fight that fell out. Yuri Prochazka is no longer champion because of that injury. He's out for at least a year.
Respect
So,
to him, by the way. He personally
I
relinquished
mean, what
it.
else was he gonna do?
I mean, listen, they could have just had
How bad is that?
interim belts running
Nah, if
around.
you're out for a year, that's. I mean, Francis kind of did that, and have they
Yeah.
have
Listen,
have they had any
all I'm saying is respect to him. He relinquished it
Yeah,
himself.
for sure.
So.
I mean, but always fucked with Yuri. That's our guy. The new light heavyweight main event for the belt, ladies and gentlemen. Jan Blachowicz gets another shot. Former champ versus Magomed Ankalaev, a guy that we've always been kind of saying was the dark horse, was the guy that nobody wants to fight. He gets his chance at the belt.
Look at Tiku.
That's the main event.
Tiku, say it.
Like-
Say it. He wants to say it. Tiku
I did
knows.
say
Yeah.
he will. Not even maybe possibly. I said he will be the next. He will be a UFC light heavyweight champion. I did say that.
It's funny you said that, but like this is technically cheating because, I mean,
Why?
it fell into his hands, kind of, if we're being honest. The
I mean,
opportunity.
one fight
I mean,
away
we don't
from
know
it.
he's gonna win, but the opportunity to be champion
Well, of course,
fell
we'll see
into his
about that.
hands. Still though,
Very
good prediction.
It's a very good circumstance.
The lightweight co-main event, Paddy the Baddy's first fight on a UFC pay-per-view. I believe the second fight here in the US. Paddy Pimblett, 19-3, takes on Jared Gordon, a guy I believe is like from around like New Jersey, New York. So just one of us pretty much. Santiago Ponzinibbio. I think he was supposed to fight somebody else.
Yeah, he was supposed to fight
Robbie Lawler.
Robbie Lawler, that fight came down. Alex Moreno steps up. Should be a fun fight. Darren Till versus Juskus Duplessis, whatever his fucking name is, South African guy. Darren Till, make a break fight. Obviously, everybody's been talking about it. The fight I'm most looking forward to, in my opinion. I'm gonna say it right now, bro. The future of the featherweight division, right here. The future of the featherweight division, right here. We're looking at right. Bryce Mitchell, Doug Nasty, a guy I've been very high on since the very beginning. Shout out to the Daniel Cormier versus Stipe series. Bryce Mitchell versus Ilya Topuria, two undefeated guys going at it. Someone's old has got to go. Should be a fun fight. Should be a really tough fight.
Was Bryce Mitchell supposed to fight someone else?
What?
I don't think so. It doesn't say.
Or was
anything
this
about a
originally the
canceled
fight?
It
Bryce
doesn't.
Right, he
Mitchell?
was supposed to fight that Dagestani Russian guy. I forgot what his name.
Evilov, whatever.
Yes,
Evilov.
that was a monster fight. But this is fuck.
But Ilya was supposed to fight him too.
Exactly.
But now they fight each other.
I mean, it's a monster fight.
I mean, bro,
this is the fight of
those
the
three
night.
guys
Fight of the card.
arguably are the future of the whole division. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
at least
Exactly.
they're agreeing to fight each other right now.
Exactly.
But we could very much see this fight once again down the line for sure.
For sure.
That's the fight I'm most looking forward to.
Fight of the night,
Let's get to the prelims. Like we said though, it's a very stacked card all through round. I believe that 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Right, he's 17 or 18.
I think he's 17, no?
Well, honestly, if you're a parent, I don't even know how you let this guy fight.
Yeah, I
grown
was
men
just
like
about
that.
to say, bro. Like,
I mean, dude,
He was a
see him
little-
talk.
He's a kid, bro.
18.
You know? I know. He's like like he's a fighter and all, but
He's
like he's a
18,
kid.
yeah.
You know, kid.
whatever. I mean, listen.
Side effects
bro,
are already
Raul
showing.
Rosas Jr. versus Jay Perrin, but again, he is fighting Jay Perrin. He's not fighting, like top dogs.
Yeah, of course.
Heavyweight collision, right? You got Jarzinho Rosenstrike, Strike versus Chris Dauskas, police officer from PA. So, we'll see what happens there. Edmund Shabazian, who I think has been very underwhelming. Went to AKA, left AKA. Now I believe is at Extreme Couture. Don't really know what's going on with him, but he's fighting Dolce, who always finds a way to lose. So we'll see what happens. Chris Curtis versus Joaquin Buckley. Like I said, it's a pretty fun fucking fight night right here, especially the prelims.
Can I
Chris
say
Curtis versus
something?
Joaquin Buckley.
It's so funny when Joaquin Buckley got that knockout. That was like wow, right? And all the casuals, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't consider myself an expert, but all the casuals was like, this guy's next up. That's got to be the greatest knockout I've ever
He
seen.
literally got knocked
Oh.
out by Kevin Holland before.
Like
It was an
so many-
amazing knockout.
That's
Bro,
how you
he's dog
knew.
shit, bro.
But you know what's funny though? That's how you know the UFC is like getting so big. That one knockout, and like you'll just see all of like social media just start talking about it because they're trying to act like they know what they're talking
If that
about.
was some knockout though.
It was. No, it was. The knockout should have been talked about, but the reaction to it, like people saying like, wow, this guy's good. He's going to be so good. But like it was an attempt by a lot of people to seem like they knew a
I
lot
know,
about
yeah, I know,
the
yeah.
M-
Nah, bro,
the
but
UFC.
that's every fight, bro.
Funny though.
That's every guy.
Like this guy's a nobody now.
Versus Chris Curtis, so we'll see what happens. Billy Q versus welcomes Alexander Hernandez to the 145-pound division. Don't know how Alex is gonna make 145, but he is gonna try to make 145. Big dude, bro. Big dude. Billy Q obviously knows how to fight, get down, grind. TJ Brown, never heard of him, versus Eric Silva, 9-1. Virginia Salvador versus Daniel Da Silva. Never heard of these guys. Probably heard of Daniel Da Silva, but yeah, should be a fun prelim
You
card.
missed one. You missed one fight, sir. Cameron Simon versus Steven
two
Kovalev.
undefeated guys.
Oh wow, that's
like
interesting. Yeah. Both 6-0.
Can't wait to watch it.
Speak. Oh, yo, we were supposed to get Ronnie Lawrence on this card, and Gustafsson.
Yeah.
Ronnie Lawrence.
Yo, they were gonna put Gustafsson on the pre-prelims.
Nah, he's against. I mean, bro, he's fighting OSP. It's gonna be fucking two guys staring at each other.
Boy.
15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying.
But yeah, let's get back to the main card. Let's go with the picks. Like I think we've kind of made it clear that Magomed Ankalaev is a fan favorite here. Magomed, no disrespect to Jan, who we also love, but Magomed, I'm interested to see if he will show his wrestling to kind of scare off Jan. Be like, yo, I can wrestle too, you know, I can. So, if it's a stand-up fight, it should be a fun fight for the fans, and I think Magomed is more technical, stronger, and he will find a way to win, inshallah. Pretty sure you guys agree.
Yeah, I think he's a very good fighter. Definitely. I mean, when Tiku said this guy will be a champion, no disagreements there. He's fucking good, and he's shown. And his path to this championship is underrated.
I'm just gonna bring that up. Crazy.
He's nine fights undefeated right now.
That's what I'm saying.
John Jones his record is 13. Is he gonna be able to hold off until 13? I don't know, because you got some tough competition. Light heavyweight division. It died a little when DC moved up to heavyweight. I think, in my opinion, it died a little in terms of.
It's still pretty whack. It's still probably the worst.
It's not that bad though, because you have Jiri, you have Magomed, you have
like middleweight and light heavyweight is dead. You got Anthony Smith still ranked like top 5 for like 2 years, bro.
I don't know. I don't think it's that
It's the
bad.
worst.
It being the worst in the UFC doesn't make it bad though.
No, middleweight. I think it's probably the worst.
At one point, this division was bad though. Like
oh yeah, for sure.
Like bad.
20 years ago when Chuck Liddell was fighting.
No, after DC went to heavyweight, bro.
It was always DC, John Jones, Gustafson. That's it.
Yeah,
a three-headed
like,
monster.
Imagine how bad it gets when you remove one of the when you remove 2 of the fucking 3-headed monsters, bro. And we were like,
but it was never like this deep, unbelievable.
No, never. But like
20 years
bro,
ago.
there was a point where we were like, Dominic Reyes is next up. He's gonna fucking win this belt.
Santos was a beast.
That's sad. That's sad that we were ever at that point. But going back to the fight, Magomed Ankalaev, he was gonna get here eventually. Getting here prematurely might do him some good. Get some experience under his belt. I think he beats Jan. Jan, respect. I mean, listen, Jan can get it done too. Don't underrate him.
You can't. I think Jan's better when everybody like underrates him. When people.
We saw it against Izzy.
That's when he always has his big moment against Rockhold, against Reyes. So.
And Ankalaev's just the Russian Dagestani Chechen takeover of the UFC.
Cool.
So shout out to him. I think he'll win, of course, and it'll be exciting.
Co-main event: Paddy Pimblett versus Jared Gordon. Picks.
I don't care about this fight if I'm being honest.
I don't give a fuck about Paddy, bro.
Bro, this dude Yoni. Like, I know exactly what he's gonna do, bro. When Paddy walks out, he's gonna text me. my God, you see this walkout, bro? He's so inspirational and stuff like that, bro. Like,
Yo, don't get me wrong.
so
He's
don't tell me,
entertaining.
don't tell me you don't care, bro.
He's
He's not even
entertaining. No,
entertaining,
he's
bro.
entertaining.
This
He's
dude still
entertaining.
watches a Darren Till walkout every other day,
Obnoxious,
bro.
bro. He's just like,
No, fuck
stop. Your
Darren Till. I
fucking
hate-
voice is like, I hate your voice, bro.
He's a house cunt, mate.
How shit, you shit. My dog shit in your yard, bro. Like, shut
That was
up,
fire.
bro.
Nah,
Pick
that
it up.
was. Yeah, but that's what he was trying to
Fuck.
do. He wanted water to clean it.
No, he wanted water. Get bags with you. I have a dog. Get a bag with you.
It
Little
was.
bags.
It was a sloppy shit, mate. It was a sloppy shit. He can't pick it up if it's a
I think it's
sloppy
bullshit,
shit.
You
dude.
roll
And then the
this?
lady's like, "How's your party?" Like, bro, what are you talking? Speak English. What the
Honestly,
fuck's wrong
bro,
with you guy?
Why are we talking?
Guy
about
fights bums.
I
Guy beats up guys that twerk, bro. Get out of my face, bro. I can't stand this guy. Fuck this guy. I'm not even gonna pick it. He
Yeah,
wins.
thank
He
God
probably
he beat
wins
him,
because
but-
this guy Jared Gordon's a fucking scrub. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. This is one of those fights where you take that break and like go like to the bathroom before the main event.
Bro,
I'm not that
I'm
interested.
saying
in
usually
it.
it's women fighting, but
Hey, chill. The women.
I
fights
actually
are
think
fire.
Jared Gordon can make this a very, very difficult night for Patty because like he's
I hope
tough,
so.
he's all around. But in my opinion, once listen, I've a lot of respect for these guys, but once Jared Gordon walks in there and he hears the noise, I believe it will get the best at it. Like, you know, he'll get nervous. Listen, bro, he's a regular human being. It happens. But I think he will fail to reach his potential, Jared Gordon. And it's a shame because if he does reach his full potential, he can make this a hard fight and even beat Paddy Pimblett. Because what I've seen from Paddy Pimblett hasn't been like, oh, you know, he's gonna be a future UFC champion. I haven't seen that yet.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Yeah.
Jared
Jared Gordon by lethal twerk is my prediction. round three.
Santiago versus Alex Moreno. What do you guys have? Should be a nice stand up for 3 rounds.
Ponzinibbio, probably. I like Ponzinibbio. I remember
Yeah,
when
I
he
like
beat up
this
Mike
too,
Perry.
Gordon.
I remember when he beat up on Mike Perry. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Ponzinibbio. It was a while ago. That was like what, 2017?
Yeah, I think ever since he came back, obviously got that knockout loss to what's that Chinese guy's name, bro?
Oh fuck.
Li Jingyang, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Li
But yeah,
Jingliang.
ever since that knockout, he's
Yeah.
finally back to what he used to be. He's more comfortable in there. So I think he should get the W. And obviously Alex Moreno on short notice. Maybe he's not even trying to stay in there for more than 1 round. So we'll see what happens. Darren Till, like we said, make a break here. Have to show up. This is not, you know, a guy that's a world beater. You have to beat here or at least look good against fucking Driscus. I believe Darren Till here, you know, in terms of like stand up, not even close. Darren Till here is going to should piece up Driscus too fast. Left hand should find the mark multiple times. I don't know if he has the power to sleep this guy, but definitely to hurt him and win the rounds and win the fight. That's what Darren Till needs to do. Win. You need to win, my guy. You know,
Not to be a hater though.
don't to be like washed up already.
Not to be a hater. If he loses, I would kind of be satisfied in the fact that we probably don't have to deal with Darren Till at the conversations at the top ever again. Like, we'll probably never have to see Darren Till on the main card ever again.
Oh, this is like, listen, it happens to every English guy, bro. That's supposed to be that guy.
Except
Michael
Mike Bisping.
Nobody thought Michael Bisping was gonna be champion, bro. Right? Like getting knocked out, should have lost Anderson Silva, fought his ass off, found a way to win, got a lucky like fucking draw, whatever, to get a shot at the belt, capitalized, boom, champion, forever, legacy. So Darren Till, just win. Go in there and win.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Listen, yeah. I mean, the guy that he's fighting is not really that good. I mean, he's all right, but I mean, Darren Till, considering where he is, his talent, but like going back to Darren Till, like it sucks because you just look at the guys he's lost to: Brunson, Whitaker, Gastelum, Masvidal, Woodley, arguably, in my opinion, Stephen Thompson. You know, I remember after that Donald Cerrone performance, I was looking at these guys like, yo, might be the best striker in the UFC. The way he's doing it, and to see his career turn out the way it is right now, it sucks. I think a lot of what's making him relevant is probably his relationship or previous relationship with Hamza. But in terms of him as a fighter, what's really there to say? So I'm hoping he wins. Maybe you never know. You never know what can happen. One win could turn that book. So, you've seen a lot of guys that looked out and done and finished, but they got the win and they start again something from it. So, I'm gonna go with Dan too. I'm hoping it's there. So.
Big fight of the night: Bryce Mitchell versus Ilya Topuria. Listen, a lot of people don't understand that. They probably seen Ilya only stand up, and they've been probably very impressed with him. But that's like his second best thing, bro. Like he's a beast on the ground. That's what he's really good at. Wow. Scary to think about it at that point. I hope Bryce Mitchell wins. I think we're all like it's hard to make a pick because we're gonna find out when we actually see it. Like we don't know, in my opinion. Like these two guys are unbelievable. But if Bryce Mitchell is as good as I think he is on the ground, I think he's truly like he's somehow mastered a Dagestani type of
He's a Dagestani from Arkansas, bro.
Fucking ridiculous, bro. He's a redneck Dagestani, bro.
This guy's ridiculous, bro. I promise you, this dude can go hang out with Khabib and his boys, and like fit right in, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he already all you gotta do is go with that beard a little bit, the neck beard. That's it. You chilling.
How does that happen though? This dude from Arkansas.
Bro, this dude, in my opinion, it's either a good thing or a bad thing. And this is the fight that we'll probably find out. But he trains like literally in the woods,
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay if you keep winning. But like if you look bad against the top guy, what?
He's like a huge conspiracy guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a huge, and he's a rapper.
You never know. He is
a rapper.
Oh, a fucking monster, bro.
I forgot about that.
Always been my guy, bro. Hope he wins.
I love Bryce Mitchell, man. Did they give him the camo shorts? They did, right?
Yeah, come on now, bro.
Yeah.
Come on now, bro.
We love it.
I love God. I love Arkansas. That's what Bryce Mitchell's all about.
Love it.
But yeah, bro, Ilya too. These Georgian guys know what they're doing. These Georgian guys, bro, they're coming up.
Oh, he's savages. No, these both of these guys are savages. I think regardless of what the result is, either one lose or draw
but
or something.
hopefully Bryce Mitchell. I'll be rooting for Bryce Mitchell just slightly. That's my guy.
I think Bryce Mitchell will win though.
Hopefully.
What I think. I think you say Ilya is like good on the ground. I don't think
like his subs are what he's really known for.
Yeah, I mean I've ever seen
Crazy.
it. I mean obviously I think you know more, but I'm
standing
Bryce Mitchell.
Ridiculous.
No, standing up is ridiculous. But I think this will be a fight that's gonna be on the ground. So we'll see. I have Bryce Mitchell winning.
Raul Rosas Jr. versus Jay Perrin. Listen, I think this is matchmaking to see what Rosas is about, and I haven't really seen him fight too much. I can't really make a point, but Jay Perrin is not world beater at any point. So Rosas should get the job done here.
He is not even the fighter on this card that's touted as the future. I just read that Dana White called this guy the first fight in the pre-prelims, Cameron Simon, the future. Dana White has touted him as the future. Now, I'm not going to lie. He's 21 years old. It would be very funny if he loses after Dana White says that, but
he's fighting Steven Koslow, Cameron Simon. I mean, his first fight was his first fight was going to be against Ronnie Lawrence. So I mean, they obviously think highly of him. I think he's good enough.
He's also South African.
We'll see. I'll keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him.
He looks pretty. Yeah, he looks like he's knows what he's doing.
We'll see.
Yeah, he got a pretty nasty knockout win on the Contender
Series. You doing your homework right now, bro?
Yeah, this is
doing your homework right now.
Exclusive view in the process of how Ahmed knows all these dudes in the prelims and pre-prelims.
I haven't even watched the one fight, so
he hears the name. Yeah, he will. Yeah, he probably will.
It's Uncle Dana. He loves Uncle Dana, man. And Uncle Dana says something. Ahmed's like, yo, I got you.
Well, Dana. But
Raul Rosas. He should get the job done. Jorginho should get the job done. Let me get back to this card. Shabazian. I don't really know what's going on with him. Chris Curtis is the underdog. That's the only reason why I would look at him. He's the underdog.
Billy Q versus Alexander Hernandez. Billy Q should make that a long night for Alexander Hernandez.
Alexander Hernandez, also Ahmed, another guy, has not lived up to the hype.
Yeah, but the hype was unwarranted, you know.
That's true.
He did not deserve.
Got a nice little win against
He beat Dariush.
Dariush, yeah. Dariush at that time was not nowhere near the fight.
Yeah, he's obviously not. No, of course.
But yeah,
I remember that fight against Donald Cerrone.
Yeah. UFC 282 live this Saturday. T-Mobile Arena, Vegas, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Any boxing this weekend?
I don't know. I mean, Tyson Fury beat the dog shit.
I think Earl Spence is fighting soon, no? Or Crawford?
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck who these guys fight if they're not fighting each other. So, you know, I think that's been the state of boxing, which is crazy. I don't know if you guys remember. We talked about boxing being better than UFC
in the beginning. Of the year.
I told you, bro. I told you.
And they failed so bad.
Boxing will always leave you disappointed.
They had so much momentum too, man. The beginning of this year was insane. Whatever.
Teofimo Lopez will be fighting this weekend against Sendo Martin.
Yeah,
Terence Crawford also this weekend against David Avencian, the Armenian fellow that nobody wants to see fight happen. Nayua Inoue will be fighting, I believe, on Tuesday. So he's obviously a pound for pound guy, phenomenal fighter. Just has nobody to fight, which is a shame.
Or smash it.
Yeah,
whatever you're gonna do.
Pretty much it.
That does it for this episode. We hope you guys
shout out
enjoyed.
Morocco. Shout out Aaron Judge.
And
shout out Justin Jefferson. Even though we got locked down by my boy Ahmad Saucegarden. Happened.
I'll say shout out my fantasy team. Playoffs start now.
Shout out Jimmy Butler for missing games for reasons I will never understand. You guys saw that, bro. Competition conditioning. Are they making up shit now, bro?
It's a valid excuse in my opinion, bro. Don't cry. Don't
like 2 games and that's it.
You should never draft him. Should have asked me. Why didn't you just ask? Yo, should I get Jimmy?
Well, I got him like the 6th round, bro.
You know what's funny? Usually like for the past 2 years, we have talked about all our like fantasies in the group chat besides Tiku and football. But
you guys, I haven't done basketball fantasy this year.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't done it in 2 years. I'm not gonna hold you. So
the everyday thing.
I just acquired Malik Monk and Trey Murphy the 3rd. So
wow, bro.
Good moves over here.
Championship or bust.
We're going for it this year.
Anyway, thank you guys. We see that constant love on the World Cup coverage. We're getting fucking likes every day on those reels. Subscribers getting gained every day with those whatever YouTube calls it, shorts. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Hit us up.
Yeah, fuck Barstool.
Fucking guys suck. The guys you have right now suck.
Yeah, we literally dropped a video on the dome, bro.
Dog shit.
What is that? The Algerian
Stop
jersey?
It.
Oh,
that away, bro. What's the point? Not even there.
My friend.
2026, baby. We coming.
Yeah, bro. Merez will be retired and have a broken leg. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.
Got one more running.
We'll catch you guys next time. And
what? The group stage exit?